Hi, welcome back to the Atlas Kitchen. Today we're in China, and in particular we're in Sichuan. So what we're going to make today is some super quick, easy dumplings. So we've got here a mix of tofu with shiitake mushroom and some Chinese 5-spice. Then we've got some dumpling wrappers, so we'll very quickly put those together. We've got some Chinese cabbage or Wombok, and then half is for a salad and half's been chopped finely for the dumpling mix. Then we've also got some grated carrot, and we're going to use half of that for the dumpling mix again and half for the salad. So let's put that to the side. Then we've got some spring onion. So I use the white part inside the mix, and I'll use the green as a beautiful garnish for the dish. As well, we've got some bok choy and also Chinese broccoli we're going to steam. So let's get cooking. So first we'll get our mix here, and then we're going to start adding the components in. Carrot, our wombok, and also our spring onion. Give it a quick mix into our mix. So now to build the dumplings, we just lay the wrappers out on the bench. So you're going to have more wrappers than you'll need, so you can make as many as you like, but we estimate about 5 or 6 pieces per person should be perfect. So the first thing to do is brush them with water, especially the edges, so they'll stick. And these dumplings we're making it very, very simple, but if you want to play around with different shapes and different sort of ways of doing it, you definitely can. So I put about a heaped teaspoon in each dumpling, and then I'll fold them. So I'm making like an egg shape, so I take the top and the bottom, pinch them together, and then I just want to pinch all around to make it all sealed nicely. So that's, once it's sealed, you'll be able to see the whole outside is all stuck together. And now just using the top of the dumpling, I just sort of push it together like so, just to give a bit of texture, and I'll make them flat on the bottom as I stand them on the chopping board, because we're going to cook them the flat side down. So you can do like that, you can just scrunch them up however you like, but you're just trying to give a little bit of texture to the top and a couple of folds, which will make sure it's nice and tight and they don't fall apart. So now I'm just going to add a splash of oil to our pan. I recommend using a non-stick pan, but if you don't have one, it also will work. But you just don't want to move them too much, so you want to let them sear on the bottom, which will sort of dry out that bottom skin, and then they'll lift from the pan. But if you have a non-stick pan, it definitely does make that process a little bit easier. So I put them in like so, and I just want to cook them until they're nice and golden. So over a medium heat, taking your time with them, and then once they've got that golden sort of base and they're really nice in the bottom, then I pour a splash of water in, put a lid on, which will create a steam, and that will finish cooking the dumpling through. And that's really just to cook the outside wrapper. And now I'm just going to steam our greens as well. So I've just got a Chinese bamboo steamer here, and I'm just going to put our bok choy, Chinese broccoli, or whatever Chinese greens you'd like, and that goes in like so, and steaming for about 1 to 2 minutes until it's nice and green all the way through. So now I'm just going to take out our steamed greens, beautiful colour, and put them onto the side, and they'll be ready to present. So you just really want to keep a little bit of crunch and a little bit of bite with them. So you've got the sauce and of course the crunchy dumplings. Now I put the lid on, steam them for about 1 or 2 minutes, and then they're ready to serve. So now we're just going to check our dumplings, so they should have steamed by now. So I take the lid off, you can see the skin's quite soft on the outside. They might need about another 30 seconds or so. It'll start to go quite translucent, so a little bit see-through. But in the meantime, I'll get our plate ready. So I just start by placing the Asian greens down on the plate. So they're nice and pliable, but they're definitely still got a bit of crunch to them, and that's exactly what we want. Placing the last one of those down. Now I'm just going to give a quick mix to the leftover wombok and carrot. And this is just for a sort of simple side salad, something really crunchy just to go with it. The sauce is quite intense, and if you have the crunch of the salad, it really makes the dish. I take the lid off, dumplings are looking perfect, and then I just place them in the plate like so. So with the dumplings, it's one of these dishes that if you feel like you're a little bit time poor, or don't have the time to make them, or that just didn't work out how you had planned, the mix will go really, really nicely as almost like a choy bao if you've got the wombok leaves, so you can have the crispy wombok leaf and then that mixture just sauteed inside it. It'll be equally as delicious. So it's very, there is quite a simple method to getting them right, but if you just, feel that you want to do it another way, that will work really well. And just to finish, I've got our sauce here. So we've got black garlic, light soy, touch of sugar, some chili, and then of course some Sichuan pepper. So this is really what makes it. Have a taste of it first if you're feeding the whole family, because it can be, you know, Sichuan flavors are known for their intensity. Not so much spice, but it really just has a super unique flavor of the peppers. Finishing with some spring onion, of course, for that, you know, extra bit of sort of deliciousness on the plate. And then the sauce here, so, you know, it looks fierce and intense with that red chili sort of oil flavor and look. But, you know, just like Sichuan flavors, it's more fragrant with light soy, black vinegar, and a little bit of Sichuan pepper.